Hello and thank you for joining us for this month's Smile, Create, Repeat step-by-step demonstration video using supplies from the March 2018 surprise. My name is Tony Luongo and I'm going to get you started on a little illustration here. And I'm using my Cola Erase pencil just to lay down the initial sketch and also to incorporate some of the red that I'm going to be using into my illustration. Alright, so I think the pencil's done. And let's get to I'm going to use this funny tip one, which is really kind of neat. Let me see if I've got my sketchbook over here where I was playing with it. Let's see what we can do. So this is kind of neat. Sorry about the delay, but you can do it fine or you can push hard. You can have these varieties, so it's kind of a neat tip. And then something that I also discovered is I can use it really low on the side and have like a sketchy, scratchy texture if I want to. Then if I go slow, if I slow it down, it covers nice and still has that really fine point with very light pressure. So that's really an interesting tip on that pen. So we're going to use that, and we're going to take advantage of some of that variety of weight and see what we can do. And I'm breaking some of the lines because we don't need to have every line solid, because your eye is going to finish some of those lines. So you can add a little interest by leaving some of those lines broken. And I'm just leaving that little highlight. There's that with that pen, and I'm actually going to go back in. I'm going to put some detail in with this other pen we have and see if it's just because this is a very fine tip, and I'm just going to maybe add some cross-hatching, shading, little details maybe. And I'm not really sure what, just gonna see what this pen can do and see what I think of it. Because I really like the fine tip, so I want to add some, utilize that with and get some detail in here. And the shorts, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. So maybe the shorts, and I messed up on this line too, so maybe the soles of the shoes will be black. That and that. The shoes black, his shorts will be black because I messed up on those lines there. So we'll color that in. And then maybe the hat. And we'll leave, because this is going to be pretty light, so we'll make that dark, leave that light, dark, dark, Oh, and let's add some fingernails to his, and his thumb is under there. And we can add some texture to the, or depth to the sides of the coins. And I did that, you can see I did that a little bit when I used the tip on the other pen. And maybe his shirt has some shading until it comes out from behind his beard. Alright, so I'm going to go back with the other pen, see if I can't fix the shoes a little bit. And I'm going to try to use the side of it to see if it does it quicker, and to see if it creates any new textures or anything that I like. Yeah, maybe just that part of the shoe. And I'm leaving the edge of the pants not colored in, just to try to add a little more interest to it. And I'll probably leave his button not black either. Okay. And then his hat. So I'm going to leave, let's see if we can leave, drawing the highlight here first, so I don't forget, because he's got one of the shiny hats on, I think. Yeah, that's my initial thought. We can obviously make it, if that's too big, we can make it smaller, but I'm going to go with that and see what happens. So having some dark spots, some dark areas, and some light areas will help. As you can see, the sun is moving, so I'm going to have to finish this up pretty quick. This is actually a neat pen. It's very, it feels like you have, it's like a plastic nib tip and you're scratching the paper, but it's kind of a neat feel to it, instead of like the other one is a more of a ballpoint pen, a roller. And I'm going to put in just a little there, a little there, and let's make this a little bit darker there. Shirt. Okay. And now I'm going to go back with my red, and I'm going to color in his red beard. And just try to make it a little more obvious that that is not just the undercolor, the underdrawing, but I really want it to be red. And then I'm also going to go in and do the background square here I did really lightly. And I'm going to try to leave a little space around my drawing. So almost like there's a little bit of a white outline. And obviously it isn't going to be perfect because there's some sketch. But that's what I'm going to see what happens. And this is a colored pencil, so you might need to sharpen it midway through. And when I do this, I usually do it in back and forth strokes, but kind of like little circles. So this, if I slow it down, it's like that. Try to help get better coverage and more even, so you don't have the streaks or the strokes from your hand drawing it. And if you're trying to do it lightly with a colored pencil, lean it over more and pull your hand back so it's farther away from the tip. You might have you have less pressure on it and you can move quicker with your wrist. And you can see the strokes there, so I'm going over it again to try to even those out a little bit. And then here, right where the sun is, look at that. There we go, and let's see if we can, look at him in the sun. He's a happy little guy. And now I'm really pushing harder in the beard because I really want that to be redder. More saturated. Hey, I think that looks pretty good. He seems pretty happy. And you could even go in and if you want to make your shoes red, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense for St. Patrick's Day, but you can still do it for your drawing and maybe even make that red. But so that's it. That's what we've got this month. I didn't use the white, but this you would just, if you wanted to go in and add, make that a little bit more pronounced, clean up some of these edges you can. And of course you can use this on dark paper. Not really on the colored pencil. A little bit. It lightens it up a little bit, and you can use it on the black a little bit. Clean the tip again. Let me try it again. There we go. I just had to get it flowing. Must have had some colored pencil on it. Yep, there you go. So there we are. That's our demonstration video. Inspiration from Smile, Create, Repeat. Thank you, and we'd love to see what you create, so please share what you're making with these great supplies. Hashtag Smile, Create, Repeat, and tag us too, either on Instagram or share it on Facebook. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great month.